What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to use the Kanban view on Monday.com. As you know, Monday.com is a great organization tool that allows you to organize projects and tasks for your work or your business life with lots of useful tools and views to manage your tasks or work. So let's get right to it. First of all, as you can see right here, I'm on the main workspace. So you can create as many workspaces as you want. Let's say one for your work, one for your personal life, etc. However, on the free plan, which I'm on right now, you are limited to the number of boards that you can create. Now, what is a board, you might ask? The board is what you put in the workspace. So this is the workspace. As you can see, it's empty. And now I want to add a board, and in the board I can customize add all the tasks and customize the views as I want. Now in this video I'll talk or I'll focus more about on the Kanban view, such as like the one you use on Trello if you are familiar with this tool, where you have multiple lists and the tasks are organized as cards and you can move them on these lists. So without like explaining too much in words, let's see it in action. So let's add a template here, or let's actually start from scratch. So you can add templates of boards or you can start from scratch. For this video, I'll start from scratch. Now here, the main view here is a table, it's a simple table view, and each item is like a task. So let's say item number 1, and let's rename it, for example, to, okay, hit enter. Now it's updated. Let's see, the second task is like let's say download files. I'm just making up some random task right here. And for item number 3 or task number 3, let's say get papers. Okay, so and now these groups are for different categories. So like, for example, if this is a work centered workspace, or this main workspace, let's say this is for the company, and let's say I'm doing a side hustle. Okay, this is the item number 1 or task number 1 is side hustle. Record the video as I'm doing right now. Now the second task is to edit the video. Okay, now we'll focus here on the status. So you can add as many columns to view different settings or aspects here. However, I'll just focus on the status here. Let's say I'm working on the work task. The download files is done. Getting paper is stuck. And let's edit the labels right here. Okay, so let's say working on it, and stuck, I'll just change it to planned. And this gray one is like new tasks which I haven't had or set a status for. Let's add a new label, which is let's bring back the stuck. Okay, apply. And now let's add, now this is all in a table view. Let's add a Kanban view. To add a view, go here to next to the main table, click on the plus icon. You have many types of views. In this video I'll focus on the Kanban. So click on Kanban view, and it'll generate a Kanban view with the same tasks and statuses here. Now, the statuses are these columns right here, and you can, as I showed you here, you can manage them, you can add or delete statuses. So the statuses, you can edit them as you want, depending on what you are planning for. Now, these tasks here, if we go back, I'm working on the work task, and the download file is done. So if we go back here, the download file is done, and the work task, I'm working on it. I can rearrange these cards right, or these columns or statuses right here. And let's say the new one is here, so I add all the new tasks in here, and then I move them around into these different columns as I go. So let's say now I've completed the work task, and now I will move it to done. And let's move the planned ahead of working on it. So this is the what makes sense. Now let's say I am working on get papers. I can either drag the card here to the list that I want to edit in, or click on the status here and add it or select the status, and it'll automatically move to the list. I can still edit each card or each task here, I can still edit each task here or each card. By clicking on the card, I get this pop-up. So I can edit, like add a description, write an update, upload files, view the activity log. I can here write updates via email if I want to. I can edit the name. I can assign it to another person. I can edit the status, or I can add a date here. So let's go back. And let's say now I am stuck with this task. So instead of moving it to done, I'll move it to stuck. And you can see here a representation of like how many tasks are like new and done and stuck. If I move one in the new to planned, as you can see here, I get a nice representation of colors. I can edit, as I showed you here when I was editing the statuses. I can like edit the color for each status, so you can change the colors, and you can get here a visual representation of like in a glance here of like the status of your work. Now I can add tasks here to any list, so I can add a new item here to the working on it. Let's say buy milk, so like random stuff, and I can add a comment here, start conversation, or I can for each item here add a sub item. So let's say buying milk consists of two subtasks. So here the first one is go to store. The new one is grab the milk. Okay, I can add a third one, which is pay for the milk. Okay, looking good. And now this task consists of three subtasks. If I click on it, I can view here the activity log that tasks that I added, or the new items that I added here, and then added the sub items. Now I can go ahead and drag the cards as I showed you. I can also like add as many titles as I want, as many lists as I want. Now let's go ahead and filter by person assigned, or filter by okay, this is for only for paid plan. Sorry, I can sort them by column, any column I want, and I can search for a specific card here, or I can add new items from here. I can add a new group of items or import items from other boards. And I integrate here, of course, this is not only for the Kanban view, but generally for Monday.com. I can integrate lots of popular tools such as Slack and Gmail and others with my Monday.com boards. And of course, one thing to note is that any change I can do here on the Kanban view is instantly reflected in all the views. So as you can see here, all the tasks are updated. Here, the buy milk is updated with the three subtasks. Of course, the Kanban view is not the ideal view for managing subtasks here. However, in the table view, I can manage them easily and add even statuses to them. And I can add as many views as I want from here. However, please note that some views are for the paid premium plans, which are with this green icon. Now, going back here to the Kanban view, you can do as many edits or like adjustments in any view, and it'll be automatically reflected in the other view. So that was pretty much it. That's how easy it is to use the Kanban view or the lists view on Monday.com.